All right, bro. Tell us why we're here, what you're going to do today, and what this means to you.
Yeah, so I am speaking at Wilfrid Laurier University in front of a bunch of business students. It's a really cool experience, to be honest with you. I'm really excited. I got asked to talk about entrepreneurship and talk about my business, and yeah, I feel extremely grateful. I feel you kind of feel like you made it when you have these moments where you get to go back to somewhere that was like a pivotal kind of learning moment for you, like a time frame in your life where you're, trying to figure it all out. And this feels kind of like maybe you figured it out. Like that's kind of like what I feel like today. I must have figured it out if I'm here speaking to the people that I used to be. So it's really cool, but that's what I'm here to do.
Tell me what you're most excited about.
Honestly, I'm just most excited about like just laughing, getting some reactions from people, hopefully getting people genuinely enthusiastic about the next stage of their life, and hopefully being able to talk a little bit about, how scary it is to kind of go off into the world after you graduate. Because for me, when I sat there, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm getting a business degree because it feels like, something that's going to give me opportunity, but I don't even know what I want from life. And now having really found my purpose and path, and having started a business, which again, I started that at 31. So like many years later after graduating, I think hopefully I can talk to some of these students and get them to really start to believe in themselves and start to feel okay with being scared and know that that's part of the journey. So like I'm really excited about that.
So what if young Connor was sitting in this class today and you could look him directly in the eyes and speak to him? What are you saying to that man?
Dude, that's the funniest question. It's like the classic, you're going to be okay, I'm going to say this in the presentation, but like, I would tell him just to stay steady. Like through the times where you don't believe in yourself, through the times where the job that you think is going to work out doesn't work out, where you're starting again and it seems like the fifth time you've done that, like it's all going to be okay. That's part of it. When you get out of school, it feels like you're literally starting again. It's like, I just got good at this thing called school. I'm 4 years in. I've mastered how to manage my time and how to study and do all this stuff. And now you're throwing me out into the world where it's a totally new experience. It's just a scary thing. So I would just tell them, like, it's going to be okay. Stay steady. Enjoy it all, because you're never going to get all the little moments again. And especially those guys and girls in there, like they should enjoy whatever, if this is their final year, their third year, whatever it is, enjoy it all, because you never get it again. And you can't actually go backwards. Like you want to go forwards. That's what you have to do. So I find it's always easier to go forwards if you've accepted and been excited about what you're currently doing, so you can accept and let go of where you've been and go forward with like passion and just motivation and like, belief in yourself. So yeah, I would just tell everybody in there to be steady and enjoy the ride.
All right. So sometimes people get a little bit nervous about speaking in front of other people.
Yeah.
Picturing people in their underwear. How are you managing the nerves?
I'm going to look at everybody's wrinkles on the top of their forehead for sure. That's just, what I'm going to do. No, I honestly am not going to steer away from making eye contact. I'm not going to steer away from making mistakes and stumbling through my words and everything else. I talk a lot, right? We do the podcast, we do all this stuff. Like I'm used to speaking in front of people. I've done it for so many years. It doesn't make it easier necessarily. But I've been having this conversation lately with people about like nervousness. And I think nervousness and excitement are the same thing. So lean more into the excitement than anything else and just let it kind of ride. Like I'm just going to let it rip in there. I'm not going to overthink what I'm saying. And I'm going to try to slow down when I do get nervous, because I will, right? So, but like nervousness isn't going to serve me here today. Being me, being excited, being grateful is going to serve me better to like express hopefully the message that I want to express, and hopefully it hits for those of the students that it does. But all in all, like it's all good either way. I'm just extremely grateful to be here.
Anything else you want to say, bro?
Yeah, I think like university for me was a really tough 4-year span. I had a lot of ideas about my identity at the time and who I was, and I think a lot of them got shattered because, I did try out for the Laurier basketball team. I thought that was who I was. I wanted to be an athlete. Business was like a fun thing I wanted to do, but it was a secondary thing. School got harder in that time period, so like I was worse at it, right? And that was difficult. Like being challenged so much in university, it's a really hard time. You're responsible for yourself. You're going through all these different changes. And so like, it's really cool today looking back, knowing that, again, like I said at the beginning of this, like I figured it out. Like I just took on all those really tough emotions and all those like really challenging years and fun years. And I figured out what they all meant to me and what I wanted from myself. And I found like happiness in the pursuit of life. It just like, but those years are so tough and you're worried like, I'm not going to make it, whatever that means. Right. But you build, making it is like, is all specific to you. Right. So it's, yeah, you think I'm supposed to go to business school. I'm supposed to get a certain, job. I'm supposed to make a certain amount of money. And then that's what's going to prove to myself that I'm X, Y, Z. And it's like funny that this happens. I get to speak here. And long ago, this would have been like a huge moment in the sense of like what it meant to me as a person. But like, it means something to me. But like, I already found my purpose and what my life meant to me before this. And it's cooler to find that before so I can enjoy this rather than this have to feel like so much pressure when really it's not. Like, and that's what I hope is, some of these students realize it's like life is whatever you make it and you have to enjoy what you're doing. And it's not about what you accomplish in the sense of, speaking at your school or making a certain amount of money or having a position or a title. If that's what makes you happy, then great. But like, it doesn't make you less valuable. It's like, it's this whirlwind of, all those emotions. Cause like universities is talked about with such prestige, like, and you invest so much in yourself at that time and you don't even know that you're worth it at that time, right? But you create your worth through like your determination and the figuring out stages and staying persistent. And again, like what you can accomplish and what comes out of it is like so endless. But like, yeah, like me 3 years ago would have been like, yeah, I'm speaking at Laurier. This is such a big thing, but like, and it is, and I'm happy. But I'm more happy about how I get to share my story with others so that they can feel more confident in what they're doing and believe in themselves more rather than what it means to me. It means something to me, but it doesn't mean the world because my world isn't based on, like what I accomplish for others is what I accomplish for myself. And so this is like a great moment, but like I've been having great moments because I'm trying to accomplish all these things that are so like me oriented and like my pursuit. So like, this is just like a cool add-on and I'm so grateful for it. But like, I just hope I can put that message out there because it's not about what others want for you. It's about what you want for you. So yeah, this wasn't on my vision board, but hey, it's a bonus, right? So I'm just excited about that. I'm excited to be different today too. I think business is like, everybody thinks it's suit and tie and you need to be something that maybe you're not. And like, I think having met so many entrepreneurs over the last bunch of years, like entrepreneurship, being successful in business doesn't have to look like a suit and tie. There is a formal aspect to business in a sense, and like you should always look your best, but like you should always be you in the style, in the way you organize yourself, in the way you pursue your business, in the way you pursue your career. It doesn't have to look a certain way. You want to create whatever that looks like for you. So hopefully today, my outfit, kind of breaks that a little bit down and just kind of has a little more flair and fun. Cause like, I've just realized flair and fun is like where I live and that's where I live my best. So yeah, hopefully I can bring some flair and fun to the presentation today. Hopefully have some fun, meet some cool people. But yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a ramble, but